everybody. So we are 3 weeks in. I don't know why we're saying we. I'm doing this all by myself. I am 3 weeks in on testosterone. We have changes already, which is incredible to me. And I apologize for not making a 2-week update. I got sick, so if you hear anything different in my voice, that's part of it. But I'll get into the other part in a minute. So I'm gonna throw out a trigger warning, and if you see me looking over here, it's because I made a list this time, like a smart person. And I'm trying to be organized here. So, content/trigger warning. We're gonna be talking about genitalia and the changes that have come with it so far. And I'm going to be using the actual terms for those parts. So if you're uncomfortable with any of that, or the terminology makes you uncomfortable, then here's your warning, I guess. And I'm sorry if it bothers anyone or makes it uncomfortable. I am just trying to keep track of everything that is happening right now with me. I think that's really only the only thing I need to content-wise warn you about. And I'm going to be showing my stomach because I want to talk about patches, which right now mine is on my stomach. So if you don't like seeing stomachs, sorry. Okay. So let's start with the not too much information changes, and then we'll get to the other ones. Oh, and I might be talking about menstrual cycles, because that kind of comes with my first thing. So that's another trigger thing. So the first change I've noticed is acne. That could be because I am close to starting my menstrual cycle, because that's usually when my face breaks out. But the way it's breaking out, it's never done before. So I think / hope that's from the testosterone. It's not fun having acne. I've had it ever since I started my first puberty. But, you know, I'm going through second puberty, if you think about it. So, of course, my face is going to break out. You can't see it this far back, but up here, I have like 4. You can make constellations. Right here has been really bad. Here and up under my nose, I had one up here. I always get them on my jawline, and it's different kinds of pimples, and I hate it, but I'll accept it because that is showing me that something is changing, which I appreciate. Again, looking at my list, and I'm trying to go backwards from least TMI to probably everyone's going to click off TMI, which that's fine. So I think I have more hair growth, and, you know, not on my head or my chest or my back. I can't see my back, but I know there's no hair back there. But, like, my leg hair is almost translucent when you look at it, and my thighs have always been pretty bare, but like pulling patches off of them hurts now. And I had one on the other day, and I looked down and I was like, holy crap, I have hair on my leg. I didn't have hair there before. And then I think my armpit hair is growing in faster. I shave my armpits. Like, you totally do you with your body hair. I'm not going to judge you for keeping it, waxing it, shaving it, pulling it, like, whatever. I do not like armpit hair on myself. I find it nasty on myself. So it's gone. But since I noticed it looking like it's growing in faster, I've kind of just let it be. And it could just be, wishful thinking. Like my voice has been wishful thinking. But whatever. Okay. Now we're going to get into the TMI gross body changes. So there's going to be an anatomy lesson as well. So I learned, unfortunately, that I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm going to. Trans men can get a lot of yeast infections because your pH balance in your vagina is changing because of the testosterone. Like, you don't necessarily lose lubrication over time, but the creation of it decreases, it becomes stickier, and there's a lot going on down there. So that's one reason I didn't film last week. It made me very dysphoric, which if you don't know what that means, it's when you're uncomfortable in your body. And I'm usually fine with my downstairs. Like, the only time I have issues is during my menstrual cycle, but sometimes I feel more masculine during that, and sometimes I don't. But shut up, phone. Sorry, I need to learn to turn it off before I start vlogging. But yeah, yeast infections. I don't know how long I'm going to be dealing with those. I'm pretty sure this won't be the only one I get. I got strep throat. If you can hear in my voice, it sounds weird. That has nothing to do with the yeast infection, but it's another part of why I didn't film last week, because I didn't feel like I was gonna portray myself positively on camera. I was gonna be really negative and just, everything sucks right now. But, yeah, we're taking care of those. This is the one really nobody wants to hear about. I've tried talking about it with my family, and the unfortunate thing about that is I'm more open than my family is. So, yeah. So, I have had some bottom growth, which, if you're unfamiliar with that term, it means that my clitoris is growing. Anatomy lesson. In the womb, everyone starts, I guess you would consider it biologically female, which is why men have nipples. That's why everybody has nipples. It's because we all start the same. I mean, they have no use for their nipples, but whatever. So we also all start with a little nub between our legs. And I don't actually know what that's called. And shame on me for not looking it up. But when the hormones kick in, it's going to go in either direction. When testosterone kicks in, the nub grows out and forms the penis. And when estrogen kicks in, it goes in and sticks out only a tiny, tiny bit and forms the clitoris. And when someone like me starts taking hormones, it's essentially saying, hey, make your penis grow. You do not grow a penis. You don't, okay? Just anyone who believes that, let me tell you, that's not how it works. So you're getting the testosterone, and it's essentially in, penis having individual puberty. The testicles drop, the penis grows. That's what's happening to the clitoris. It's growing because it's not just that tiny nub. There's some of it still inside. And so it comes out. And I mean, it's not like I'm going to have 6 inches of anything. It's like an inch or 2 at most, if you're lucky to have that kind of growth. And I mean, it feels different. Certain pants have become an issue to wear. It's a lot more sensitive than it used to be, but that's because it's changing. And I think I'm most happy about that right now, because like at first I didn't realize it was changing, and I think I actually noticed it around week 2, and I was so surprised that it was happening so fast. Like, wow. I didn't expect any changes that fast. Now, if only my voice would catch up, because I'm tired of having a high voice. Like, I'd be okay with a high male voice, but this is obviously not the voice I want to have for the rest of my life, because it's a dead giveaway that I'm different, which is irritating. People need to stop assuming genders. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a social justice warrior, but like, anyway. So I wanted to talk about the patches, because I'm conveniently filming this when I need to change mine. So why not get this knocked out of the way, because I'm sure people are curious. I mean, I had never seen one before until I got my box. So let me find where my name is not. There we go. So this is the box. Androderm, testosterone, transdermal system, 4 milligrams per day. And obviously you get instructions, because why would medications not come with instructions? And the instructions tell you where you can put your patch. I have done the backs of my arms, that side I guess, which, no, I didn't do it very well. I have done, the center of my shoulder blades and a little more to the left, and that worked pretty well. I've had the most success with my stomach, which you'll see in a second, and I've had a decent run with my thighs, but, you know, ripping hair off your leg kind of sucks. So, again, this is what the patch comes in. Tells you what it contains and all that. So this is what the patch looks like. The back. This is what's facing away from you. And I don't know if you can hear it squishing, but it kind of feels like a giant foil pimple. That's what I've told everyone, and everybody that I have said that to has agreed once they touched it. And on it, it says Androderm 4 mg/day, 4 milligrams a day. So that's what we're looking at. This part doesn't stick, obviously, because you need to peel it off. So this is the back. And this silver thing has the testosterone sitting on it, and then this is the adhesive. And when I take off the other one on my stomach, I'll show you what is under the silver thing, because obviously you can't see it there. So I have mine. You can't, it blends in, yeah! So I have mine right here. You just Band-Aid, rip it off. And it hurts every time. Well, not every time, but if you don't place it well. So in my experience, I've had a little bit of a wet spot where the testosterone is on the patch. And then no matter what happens, I have the bandage adhesive, like a ring of the bandage adhesive. And I have found that baby oil works best, and a little bit of elbow grease, but baby oil works pretty well. I tried using Pam, also the cooking spray, because my friend said, try that, see what happens, and no, it didn't work. But I'm sure coconut oil would work, olive oil might work. I tried exfoliant, I tried soap, I tried rubbing alcohol, and the rubbing alcohol gets the baby oil feeling off, but that's about it. Okay, so, quick jump of subject, sorry. So this is what the underneath looks like, once it's off of the sticker. And this part right here, it's kind of like a jelly pad with the liquid testosterone under it. And your skin can absorb it through that like jelly layer. And I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to get it on camera, but if you fold it just right, you can like see the jelly layer. Maybe one day when I get a better camera that's not my webcam, you'll be able to see it. But yeah. Week 3. I can't believe next week is a month. Still can't get over that. But, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. And next week will be 1 month update. Probably not much change from what we have right now. But we'll figure something out. But until next week, thanks guys. See you then.